This song is called Sasuke Naruto. Tell us how you got to this title for the song.
Obviously I watched Naruto growing up as a kid. One of my fellow artists, UET, people might know. I just feel like we've got a Sasuke and Naruto dynamic going on. And you know, that first couple bars that came into the tune kind of just, you know, titled the song for itself. And also that contrast between Sasuke and Naruto continue throughout the song, the themes of contrast, I'd like to say. So I thought it was quite fitting.
What's your favorite anime?
My favorite anime is probably Bleach.
Why Bleach?
Bleach. I just think it's I think there's so much going on. It gives you a lot to think about, like, although it's like, you know, you might just watch it the first time and it's fighting and stuff like that, but the words that are said are quite poetic in a way, and it just, you know, it made me think on a deeper level. And then also they be swagging in that bitch.
They be swagging that bitch. Can you tell us about your fit today? What you got on?
My fit today, damn, fit check. We got the Karakuri jeans on. Was it Tamashi Karakuri, something like that? Just got a Billionaire Boys Club t-shirt, the Arterex jacket. The tee, they want to see the tee. Just a little something, the ice cream with the orgasm donor hat, as per usual. Yeah, nothing too crazy, little jewelry, little bling going on. Take two.
Finn, you're one of the most consistent artists I know in releasing. How do you maintain that pace in releasing?
It's more of like maintaining that consistency with releasing is more to do with it just being a hobby, if anything. I don't take it too serious. I don't feel any pressure in terms of like I have to drop this, or I need to drop so many songs a month, or I shouldn't drop a certain amount of songs a month, because, you know, you don't want to oversaturate yourself. It just feel, whatever feels right to me at that time, I'll do. I'm quite an impulsive person, but I'm also thoughtful at the same time, so I try not to, you know, saturate myself. But I'm always working on music, so it's hard not to want to put something out there, if that makes sense.
You captioned one of your recent Instagram pics with romantically challenged. Can you explain what romantically challenged means?
Romantically challenged. This one will probably be for the ladies if they're looking for an explanation. Romantically challenged just means like, obviously I'm challenged in romance. Like, it's not that, you know, I would love to be in love. I love love. Love is a lovely thing, but I don't think it's as easy as that for me. I feel like I've got many, you know, defense mechanisms up, many walls that, you know, don't really allow me to feel like the average person. I don't get attached to people like that. As much as I love girls, I don't really, you know, bond with them as such that, you know, if you disappeared tomorrow, I'd miss you, because I probably wouldn't.
I feel like you're a lot more vulnerable, transparent in your lyrics. Have you ever made a song talking to a girl and sent that song to a girl before releasing it?
I wouldn't say I have. Definitely more transparent in my lyrics. I find it's a lot easier to voice your thoughts and opinions on a song than it is to, you know, just bring it up in conversation. But I never wholeheartedly wrote a song for someone. There's definitely, you know, mentions in a couple songs, but yeah, not fully throughout a whole song. Definitely not. I don't think I have the concentration for that.
Never Be This Young is the name of the project that this track is going to be on. Mm-hmm. Tell me a bit more about that title and what that means for you.
So I think the title speaks for itself. You know, you'll never be this young again. you're only as young as you are in the present. Tomorrow you're going to be a lot older, and it's the same for, you know, the experiences you have. The experience you have, and, you know, never being this young again is the perfect kind of title for, you know, things that you have done, and just reflecting on, you know, experiences that you have, or experiences I personally have had that, you know, I've experienced, communicated through my songs, and feelings I've had, opinions I may have, and, you know, just reflecting back on the past, but also looking forward to the future of, you know, the future direction of where my music's gonna go, and just stuff like that. Like, you only ever grow up. You can never really grow down.
I've seen you out a lot of times performing at open mics. What's the wildest or most memorable thing that's happened at a show?
I wouldn't say a lot of them are very memorable, because I do get pretty drunk. Like, I'm normally getting blackout drunk. What is memorable? I couldn't really say there's been any real memorable things, to be honest. My memory is terrible. I'm just thinking most recently where this girl I was seeing showed up to one of my shows. I thought that was pretty memorable. I don't think I'll forget that. It was pretty nice. It was very cute, and yeah, I fought with her. But yeah, that's about it really.
We see the Orgasm Donor cap.
See.
Your last project was called Orgasm Donor.
Mm-hmm.
When is the Orgasm Donor merchandise coming out?
I'm working on it slowly but surely. It's kind of come to a whole, you know, just busy with life, work, trying to do this tape I'm working on now. But the merch is coming very soon. I don't want to make it too available, because, you know, I don't think everyone should be rocking the Orgasm Donor hat. I feel like verification is needed. Like, you know, you might have to get some references from, you know, past so and so, but yeah, it's coming very soon. Just trying to source some other colors, but yeah, it's coming.
Meet someone who's never heard of your music before, never heard the track. How do you describe yourself to them?
It is very, very hard to describe my music to a person. Like, just a couple words I would say is, you know, I'm quite versatile. You might hear me on one track, but you'll never hear me on that track again, kind of thing. I might revisit certain vibes. I might have, you know, common vibes that I tend to go to, but, you know, I'm very versatile. But if I had to describe the lyrics, I would say it's kind of like a chain of thought. And feelings and opinions, emotions. If relatability would be, you know, a genre of music, I'd like to class it as that. Also mixed in with a little bit of, you know, ego and arrogance at times. Yeah.
And last question, can we get a date for this new project, or are you going to keep us waiting?
You can't get a date because it's being mixed right now, and, you know, there might be some changes. I'm currently working on a new song that I think I do want to put in the tape, but yeah, we're definitely looking at the first couple months of 2026. I'm aiming for January, but at the very, very latest, February. Sweet.